Hello, good evening. Good evening, good evening. Who is with me this lovely evening?
Triumphant from all our foes, through the crucible unscathed, we passed victorious. Our trumpets pealing, the glorious song, play it, sing it, all hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. Remember all that perished in the struggle for our freedom. All hail our heroes, our precious faithful, both day and night. Say them always, all hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. Now our star shines everywhere. We crave humility.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, wonderful people of Biafra. Good evening, friends of Biafra. Good evening, all the lovers of freedom all over the world. Yes, this evening is, we are not happy for what is happening to our people in Biafra land. We are not happy, not because they are only killing our people, but we are mourning and we feel so much heartbreaking because people that are meant, that are supposed to protect us, have connived with the oppressors, and now they are the one that is killing us. We will talk about what is happening in Biafra land. This evening, we will talk about what is happening in Rivers State, Obigbo, the ongoing genocide in our time, in 21st century. In this very day, the genocide is taking place right now in Obigbo. All the medians, all the high medians in Nigeria, all the medians have gone silent. They have all gone mute. While the indigenous people of Biafra are being slaughtered, they are being massacred in Rivers State, Obigbo. We are going to talk about it this evening. We are going to analyze and say the way it is for the world to hear our voice. And after that, I have a special message to everybody that is killing the indigenous, to all the Igbo politicians, especially those who have sent their own children abroad and they keep slaughtering the innocent men and women, including the children. But before that, I would like to play a music by our dear brother Bright Chimeze. This music is "Who much is given, much is expected." But for us, we have put them into power and they have connived with the oppressors and they are killing us. My dear brothers and sisters, I have read so much about the Israelites and found anywhere where the same Israelites are the ones killing their own people. I start to be corrected, but I haven't found it. But in our own time, our own blood brothers, our own elders, our own politicians who are supposed to protect us, who are supposed to fight for our life, they are the ones that have connived with the oppressor, the Fulani Janjaweed. They are the one that is killing us. So we are coming to that. First, let's us listen to Bright Chimeze. To whom much is given, much is expected. Share this video so that others will join us and we talk about it. And from the images, from the videos that is coming from Obigbo, from Biafra land, from Enugu state of Biafra land, is so much disheartened that sleep become an abomination for me. We are looking at our vibrant men and women struggling to survive for their lives while they are being shot. I'll be watching while somebody is battling he gave up to a ghost. This is what we are passing through as a people, as a race. Gabriel, yes, this is live. This is live. And the time now is 27 minutes past 5. 27 minutes after 5. It's live. So what do you want to verify? Do that as soon as possible. What?
And I want political advice. Should be a more contract to my
Don Elvis, I greet you, bro.
Should be able to come that way. Show me one of them. Gine makadinere ibo. Shubesi mojibe. Gine makadinere. Oye ni oye no no pate.
Yes, good evening once again to everyone. I wish to start with this music because of what is happening to our people, what is happening to us as a race, what our elders and our politicians have turned into. I want to start from the EndSARS protests that have gone nationwide. This EndSARS protest didn't take place only in Biafra land. This EndSARS protest was all over the Nigeria. It was a nationwide protest. But after this EndSARS protest, our own governors, our own people, our own elite, the so-called Igbo elite, have gone to the north and bring their Fulani Janjaweed soldiers to start killing our people. These same soldiers are the soldiers that, in our own very eyes, they brought Boko Harams and recruited them into Nigeria soldiers. They call them the repented Boko Haram. These are the same people in Biafra land now committing genocide of our time. As I speak with you this hour of the day, a genocide is going on in Obigbo, in Rivers State. The governor of Rivers State, Governor Nyesom Wike, have declared war not only against IPOB as he call it, but against the Igbo community in Rivers State, in Obigbo. They are killing anyone from 14 years up. They are killing everyone. And my heart is so much break that you can see how an Igbo man, Wike say he's not an Igbo man. He have declared war. He have bring a Fulani Janjaweed to start killing his own people. But why is this so much heartbreaking is because all the media have gone mute. I want us to talk about something and see what we are passing through as a people. I believe as a Biafran, you as a Biafran, we as a Biafrans, we have suffered so much. We have suffered more than the Israelites. Why do I say this? I have never come across where the Israelites, their own people, are the one championing their killing. I haven't seen that. The EndSARS protests, we have to talk about why do they react like this? Why do the Igbo politicians react like this? Let's talk about it. Governor Nyesom Wike during this EndSARS protest, he was the only governor, or should I say the first governor, that banned protest in his state. Many of you will recall. Governor Wike said he don't want any protest in Rivers State of EndSARS. Why do we have to say this? Because these are opening all their nyash, there is opening all their atrocities, all the evil they are committed. They are committing against their own people. They are committing atrocities. Wike will come on television and speak, and he's against Fulani on television, and in the night they are their friends. Fulani people are the ones doing a bunkery business, oil business in Rivers State. You cannot dare try that as a Biafran. They will burn you alive. But Fulani is the one doing it. Do you understand? If we didn't achieve anything in this protest, we will count this as one of the things we have achieved. Because we have known the evil The evil people we call our politicians, the evil people that come every 4 years and do campaign. Let us vote for them to go there and represent us or protect our life. They have failed us woefully. Not only they failed us woefully, they have been the one in forefront killing us. Governor Wike once said he don't need EndSARS protest in Rivers State. And people went ahead to do this EndSARS protest because it was a nationwide. But did it stop there? The answer is no. It didn't stop there. Wike, Fulani herdsmen have been killing men and women, children raping in Rivers State. Wike have never one day prescribed them. But Wike prescribed IPOB. Not only prescribed IPOB, but he have declared war against the indigenous people in Obigbo. And all the media have gone mute. Do you see what we are passing through as a people? Then, this EndSARS protest have also made us to understand that our politicians are the ones that have kept hide the palliative given to the poor people for ordinary Nigerians to feed during the COVID-19 lockdown. But we thought it's from the north. Why do they have to hide this food? I want everyone listening to me here to recall, to remember the kind of pressure during this time of lockdown, the kind of pressure that it was almost impossible to keep people inside because of hunger. People was dying of hunger. But somebody with his or her actual sense, somebody who called himself a governor, governing the people, somebody who is minister, somebody who think that he's an elder of his own people, have a warehouse somewhere that he lock up the palliative for people to die in hunger. Why are they hiding it? They are hiding it waiting for the time of election to bring it for campaign. Do you see how wicked these people are? Do you see these people have been the forefront killing us? Did you see this? So later, because of this EndSARS protest, this was discovered. Many warehouses was broke. I want to tell you why they are taking these actions. Because as they are killing in Obigbo for 3, 4, 5 days now, this genocide that is going on, Obiano of Anambra State have also invited his Janjaweed masters. They are slave masters. Army is in Anambra State right now, and they will commence their own killing at any moment. So I'm trying to let you know, because this EndSARS protests have opened all their atrocities, what they are committing. Do you know that in every 4 years, any governor that want to do a campaign to become a governor in Biafra land, we use the checkpoint that when he become a governor, there will be no checkpoint. So much checkpoint in Biafra land. Because when you go in the north, there is no checkpoint, police checking point, military checking point in the north. But when you come in Biafra land, you will see that in every kilometer there is a checking point, extorting money from our people, killing our people, imprisoning our people. But do you know what we find out? Why when they do this campaign and when this person gets into power, the person will do nothing about this checking point in Biafra land. And during this EndSARS protest, there is a document that was recovered that all the politicians in Biafra land are getting shares from the money that the police and the army are getting from extorting from our people. They have their own shares from this money. So how can they reduce this checkpoint? Do you understand the atrocities? Do you understand what they are doing to us? Do you understand how they have made our life miserable? Do you understand why Fulani should come from Mali, should come from Niger, should come from Sokoto and kill us, and these people cannot say anything? They cannot do anything. Do you see it? I want you to check something. From, I think you can find this in Google. From Enugu State to Aba is about 150 kilometers from Enugu State to Aba. Do you know how many checkpoints we have from Enugu State to Aba? It's 28 checkpoints from Enugu State. 150 kilometers, 28, good 28 checkpoints. Anambra State is 69 checkpoints. Our house, our home, our Biafra land is under siege. But our own politicians are the ones sponsoring this because they are having shares from this. Do you see the mess we are in? Why do I choose to come online this evening to talk about this? Are they going to change? The answer is no, they are not going to change. But we have to talk about it to keep the history straight, to keep what is happening on our own time straight. That the time will come, their children will listen to this and know the atrocity which their fathers have been committed, or when we should go after them, they will know the reason why we are going after them. They will know the reason why we are angry. I have an information. I will bring this information in public. Some people will know this place. There is a place in Enugu State, in Udenu local government area of Enugu State. This place is called Amalegas. In this Amalegas, they have three places, regions in Amalegas. One of it is Ifroka Amalegas. And this Ifroka Amalegas, there is a part of this place is called Ehambu in Okpuje. When you go through, some people will know where I'm referring to now. When you go through Eke Amalegas, when you go through this place, you will drive for some kilometer before you will get to this Ehambu. When you go from the Froka in veterinary, we still drive some kilometers because it's a little bit far from where others are living. But our people are living there. And as I speak with you now, Fulani people have settled this place. I have this an information that a Fulani man raped a 14-year-old girl in this Ehambu. And when he raped this 14-year-old girl, her parents couldn't bear it, and they called police to this Fulani man living there. This Fulani man did not deny that he never raped this girl. No, this is not the answer. But in this police, you know, Nigeria is a lawless country. What do they have to do? What do they choose to do? They say, okay, Mr. Man, take your daughter home, and the Fulani people will come and pay you a compensation of raping your daughter. This police station, this was happening in a police station in Obolafo. All this is in Enugu State. All this is in the same local government. And they went home. Getting home, what they see again is a police healers with the same Fulani people that raped this 14-year-old girl. Came back with a police to arrest the parents of the victim. Yes, I'm telling you a true life story. What is happening in our land now? And when they arrest this family, each of them bail themselves 50,000 naira to bail yourself out from cell, from police cell. That somebody raped your daughter. And I was asking them, why? How long Fulani was here? They was telling me a lot of story. They said that why they could summon the courage to call police for this Fulani man is because this particular girl was an underage, was just 14. The Fulani have been doing this all year long. They don't even know the old women. They don't even know if you are pregnant. They rape who they want to rape. And nobody can speak because they are afraid of being killed by the same Fulani. Do you know what it means, a man, to know that a Fulani, a dirty Fulani man, will come and rape your wife, rape your mother, but you cannot speak because you have nothing to do? This is what we are passing through as a people. And this is not the reason why I'm so much angry. I am angry because in this region of Amalegas, in this region of Ifroka, where this particular place, which is a humble, is located, this place, there is a local government chairman representing the people. There is a councillor representing the people. There is a neighborhood watch. The same neighborhood watch representing the people are working together with Nigeria police. And who is heading this Nigeria police? Fulani. Who can we talk about? We will talk about the governor of the state, Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi, governor of the state, that shot his own people because of Indomie, palliative. Everybody saw it. I saw this young man struggling for his life till he gave up. The governor did it. In the same Enugu state, I thought this was August 21st or September 21st. 21 people was killed. They was praying, nothing, no provocation, nothing. The same Enugu state. Up till today, there is no inquiry, there are no investigation, no one has been persecuted. It's gone and gone and gone. Do you see what we are passing through as a people? I don't think Israelites face this type of thing. This is abomination. This is really, really abomination, what we are facing as a people. Then what can we do? What can we do when the people that are supposed to protect us have failed us woefully? What can we do that for people who supposed to stand and speak for our voice, who supposed to protect our life, have been the one that is killing us? What can we do? Are we to give up? When we give up, it becomes the worst. It becomes the worst. This is why I during the EndSARS protest, I was live here. I spoke about this EndSARS protest. I suggested that for me, I campaign for the end of Nigeria. I campaign for the end of Nigeria. When you end Nigeria, you end SARS, you end police brutality, you end corruption, you end bad road, you end bad hospital, no hospital, you end all every mess that in that country called Nigeria. But the youth of Nigeria have backed down. They was warned before they start. When you go into a revolution, you don't back down, because when you back down, it becomes worse. You know now they are going for ordinary Nigerians. They are blotting them. They are killing them, especially in Biafra land. Yes, you know. You know all their power is Biafra land. No Yoruba governor have invited the army soldier to pay soldier, because these people pay. The governors have to pay soldier to come and kill his own people. No Yoruba governor have done that. Only in Biafra land. Then in backing down from this protest, what will be your fate? Your fate is that when they are through with an ordinary people, every prominent people, every celebrities who have championed this revolution is in trouble. I said it is in trouble because they are going to deal with you all. They are going to abduct you. They are going to assassinate you to make sure that this type of thing can never take place in the next 60 years to come. So the most dangerous thing to do right now is to back down. We are facing it now. I don't know if most of you have watched the video that is coming out from Obigbo. Governor Nyesom Wike had been committing genocide against the indigenous people, against Igbo community in Obigbo. And something needs to be done about it. Something really needs to be done about it. So, this evening, I have a message to them. To those of them that have been killing innocent people, killing our people, especially those of them that have taken their own family, their own children, which they love so much, You know, they always love their own children so much. Even as Wike are committing genocide, even as Wike are killing the stand, killing the Igbo people, men and women, including children. I am very sure that Wike loves his own children so much. I am very sure. So in this evening, I have a very big and a special message to them. Especially those of them that have sent their own children abroad. While they are down in Nigeria killing an innocent people, killing another man's children, killing another woman's children, killing people's mothers, killing people's fathers. So I have this message to them. All of them. Because wherever where you go in this world, we are there. Wherever where their family have been in abroad, we are there. And I'm going to deliver this message to them because one day the order will be given to go after them. And this message I'm going to give them, I'm going to bring it out from the Bible. This is Bible. This is Holy Bible. So I'm going to read it from the Bible. And that chapter is we will read the message that will come from them. We will read in 1 Samuel chapter 15 verse 33. And I read, but Samuel said, as your sword have made women childless. I will try to explain why I read. Samuel said, as your sword have made women childless. Which is what they are doing there. They have made some women childless. And let us see what the Bible said, what will be their own fate. Let us read. So will your mother be childless among women. And Samuel put Agag to death before the Lord of Gilgal. So my message to them this evening, I read from the 1 Samuel chapter 15 verse 33. You that have made women childless, so shall your own will be childless. And the real translation is this. For all of them, especially in Biafra land, that have made women childless, so shall they also be childless. When the time comes, all of them who have made children fatherless, all of them who have made a woman widow, that will be their fate too. Yes, somebody, okay, God. Wike did the right time to did the right thing. I think this is what you mean, to ask IPOB to leave the state because they plan an attack on police and army. IPOB killed some military guys and burnt them with the order from Nnamdi Kanu. I wouldn't read everything you said, but I will reply to your comments. Because I want you, if you have sense, if you have come to make this comment with honest, then we have to go to Google and type in Google Fulani herdsmen attack in River State. I cannot curse myself. And if you want to listen, you listen. If you speak much, I block you out of this place. You understand? Type in Google, okay God, I'm talking to you. Type in Google, the Fulani herdsmen killing in River State. Type in your Google and see what the Fulani herdsmen is doing in River State. What have Wike do about it? What have Wike do? How many Fulani herdsmen have Wike arrested before for killing people, for raping, for abducting, for kidnapping? Answer me this question. I want you to check in your Google. I don't want to pronounce here because when you want, we can check. And we can put and we can let's face the facts and see what Wike have for what let's check. Fulani herdsmen killing in Rivers State. Okay, God. I want to read this for you and look so that it wouldn't be like I'm forging something to read. I don't know if you can see it very well. And you can type. This happened in 26 February 2019. 17 people was killed in an attack by Fulani herdsmen. Ohalelu town in Rivers State. Ohalelu town in Rivers State. Fulani herdsmen killed 12 in river due to missing cow. Mr. Okay God, can you hear me? In 4th April 2016, Fulani killed 12 people in Ohalelu town in Rivers State. Because of what? Because of a missing cow. How many of these people, how many of these Fulani herdsmen have Governor Wike arrested before? Don't even kill them. How many of them have he brought in the court of law? How many of them have he brought to justice? I want you, Mr. Man, okay? I want you to answer me this. You have phone there, you can check. Right? I am telling you this. I am telling you this. You don't love Governor Wike more than me before. But when the breeze blow, the fire nyash will open. He is an evil man. He is an evil man. By killing, by committing genocide, by doing this, oh my God. What we face them is written in 1 Samuel chapter 15, verse 33. That's what I said. That's what we face all of them. So my brothers and sisters, this is what we are passing through, and this evening I wish to speak up and also encourage each and every one of us. When you are a student of Radio Biafra, when you listen to Radio Biafra regularly by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the greatest of our time, he warned us from August of what is about to come, you know. So we must be mentally strong, we must be physically strong, and we must also use wisdom to defeat what they have brought before us. We are on the Red Sea, and at last, Biafra will come. I tell you, there is nothing more than freedom. There is nothing more than freedom. Okay, God. I have one word for you. Fulani is taking over Rivers State by the help of Wike. Those people they are killing in Obigbo, the genocide they are committing, the cleansing they are doing, somebody must replace those space, and those people that is going to replace those space are Fulani. And you know what I have to tell you this evening? Okay, God, Fulani, we get to you. I don't have time to come and curse you or fight you or this. But one time is coming that you will feel the heat of Fulani. You will feel the heat of Fulani. So Weekend should have been doing, coming on air and trying, gingering, yes, a small Hitler. But little did we know that all of them are green snake in a green grass. So the Oyibo people have not complained about Fulani herdsmen, right? Only IPOB. I don't think, you know, there is some Fulani people who is answering an Igbo name. This is the type of people I will use to qualify you. Because if you are an Igbo writing an IPOB, you will know that every Biafran is an IPOB. You might not be in the family, but you are an IPOB. If you don't know the meaning of IPOB, I will tell you now. IPOB means the indigenous people of Biafra. Or you are like of Mwike that say that he's not Igbo. It's not Igbo. Our River State is not Biafra. River State is from the is Caliphate, Sokoto. The Sokoto is their brothers. Oh, my brothers and sisters, I just have this short thing to say this evening. And I have delivered this message and my anger. I am not happy for what is happening, but each and every one of us should remain strong. We should remain strong. Okay, God, keep on defending Nwike. What happened to Ken Saro-Wiwa is what is going to happen to Nwike. You understand? Go and check. All those men and women, children that she's killing will never be in vain. And when you defend bad thing will come for you. I tell you this. Be one. Be one. This music is going along with my message to them. You understand? You that have made a woman to be childless, you have made children to be fatherless, you that have made women to be widows, that will be your fate. And the day will come when the order will be given. We will go after them in this abroad, in this diaspora, You know what? If killing us cannot stop us, imprisoning us cannot stop us, harvesting our organs to sell, pouring us acid shall not stop us. Sentence can never stop us. Because the day the order is given, we are going after their own children. What will be their fate? Those things they have afflicted in another people is what is going to be their fate. Is what is going to be their fate.
Namili malo mugo, milia popa mugaro, kama nelo chela mugaro, neno. Umebetike na chunta kwa geji de magunaka. Ilaga de jide magunaka, chunta geji de magunaka. Ilaga de jide magunaka, chunta geji de magunaka. Ilaga de jide magunaka, chunta geji de magunaka. Sili geji de magunaka, chunta geji de magunaka.
Chibai, thank you, brother. I love you too. Remain blessed. Timothy, this is Sewa Sewa. Lawrence Obusi, the locomotion. Okay? Can you tell me what is propaganda? It's only in Rivers State that the ESA protest take place. It's only in Rivers State that revolution take place. Is it only in Rivers State that they burn police station? Is it only in Rivers State that they kill police? Is those police they kill better than people they kill in Lekki? Are they better than people that have been killing? Please, I would like to know what you call by propaganda. I would like to know what you mean by propaganda and lies. I would like to know what you mean. Are they not killing people in Obigbo? Where are the lies? When the time comes, even you will not have your mouth to speak. Manu no gaga na sankata. Otana sankata bige punelo masipulelo katabata pea. Una gaga na sankata. Otana sankata bige punelo masipulelo katabata pea. Obukumewo wasa, Okorogwo Obinna, thank you, bro. Yes, let's have one more music and then we call it a day.
Mwana maneno, obulu mwana nine, mwana ezemume, obulu mwana nine, mwana mwana jomume, ajuwa ilonya, oboda sino ileneya, oboda sino ileneya, mwana yigine mikoba, eyizane binabya, kesheye nonye, na mwabu mwa, kwelu nuwa ya subamwe, mwana wibenga zine mesia, nebe manuka ndebe nuwa. Oyo yelezi boma ya wolo ya subanya boma na mwa bibuku oyo yelo mwisike ya wolo ya subanya boma.
This is what you are saying. In an advice, Anna, when you're more as long or when you're someone can weekend and do to have your book, that will be their own face when the time comes. That is that you want another person to remain childless, another woman to remain childless after suffering. That will be your fate too. Upon this note, this evening we have come at the end of this broadcast, and I have made my message clear to those of them that have connived with the enemy, especially killing our people back in home, and the ongoing genocide happening in Obigbo in Rivers State is so much disheartened that everyone, every good people of good conscience have to condemn it. And it's so much painful that what is happening in Nigeria, the media have contributed so much in what is happening in Nigeria. Because right now, no media house is reporting the genocide going on in Rivers State, Obigbo. That is very, very sad indeed. But I must also inform them that no matter the killing, no matter how much of us you kill, no matter what you do, no matter anything you do, no amount of imprisonment, no amount of torture, no amount of killing is going to stop the agitation of Biafra. It's going to stop Biafra from coming. I say none of it. None of it. And they have to also remind them that IPOB is in 169 countries around the world. 169 countries around the world. And the more you kill us, the more our heart is more strong. Those people, or should I say those of us that have a little fear in our life before, the more you kill us, the more we have no fear anymore. And very soon, or soon as you expected, we will give you that madness, and that madness will go worldwide. And you will hear it. All of them will feel it. Because the message remains that you that have made a woman childless, you also shall face it. That will be your fate. That is what will come before you. And I thank you all for listening this evening. Of course, I am not happy. I have tried any possible means to make myself happy. But the truth remains, I cannot be happy and will never be happy when I see my people being slaughtered. That is not possible. So I thank you all, and I ask you to remain strong, remain mentally strong, remain resolute, that a day shall come we will look back and we get over this. A day shall come we will achieve our freedom, and our children will hear the story, they will be proud of us. The Israelites did it, and this is our time. We will do it again. Thank you all and have a nice evening. I love you all.